Year 13, 2014, the year of Just at Jimmy's. We kept pushing forward with all of the different kind of custom products, and we did more samplers this year. I love samplers. We also started in 2014 at the beginning of the year doing Madeline Tosh exclusive colors. So every month we would come out with a new color, new theme, new story, everything, limited edition, and we're still doing that to this day. The other fun Just at Jimmy's thing that we did was called Yarnmas. I've been wanting to work with the indie dyers, so what we did is we asked these dyers to just sell us 100 skeins of each of a yarn of theirs. Sold the 100 skeins, and then if you wanted to buy more, you have to go back to the independent dyer and buy it directly from them. So from our standpoint, it was a great win-win. We introduced you to somebody new, hopefully you fell in love with them, and for us, we got something new, and we got to tell a really fun story about all these different 12 companies and these 12 different people that we had met. On a personal note, I got to start writing for the New York Times as one of their bloggers. They only had about 10 small business bloggers, and I had met the editor and become friends with him and had sent him a couple of things and said, please, will you please let me write? And eventually I wore him down and he said yes. And so I wrote for them for a while, and then when he left and moved to Forbes, I started to write for Forbes. So we got all these awesome pictures taken of Huck for the Stitch Mountain book. Now what are we gonna do with them? Well, we're gonna put them on the top of taxi cabs. Of course we are. We got 10 taxi cabs in Reno and put pictures of Huck at the very, very top of the cabs. My favorite story is one time Huck and I were in the car and I saw one of the taxi cabs driving and had him stop and went over, and Huck was able to sit in the front seat of the cab, and I took a picture of Huck sitting in the cab with a picture of Huck at the top of the cab, and it was adorable, and Doug was mortified that I would actually ask this guy to do it. Like, if you don't ask, you don't know, so you never know what you'll get unless you ask. In 2014, we really also strengthened our relationship with Cascade. So Rob and Shannon, they're the second generation owners of the company, and they have been good friends of mine for quite a while now. And we've started to really work on fun, interesting projects together. Right before we started this 15-day marathon, as I called him and I said, hey, do you have any loose skeins, like any broken bags? Do you have any mill ends? Do you have anything that you want to get rid of that our customers might like? And he said yes, and so he just shipped it to us, and you'll see on Wool Watcher all day all kinds of Cascade stuff that they had kind of lying around the warehouse. It's all great product, but they're so easy to work with, great staples. We have every color of 220, and I'm looking forward to working with them even more and more and more in the future.